This is WOMMLP operating out of Burlington, Vermont, 105.9 The Radiator. Good evening, it's The Rocket Shop. I'm your host, Tom Proxer, and with me tonight is Perri the Dad.
Good evening. How's everyone?
Good. Thanks for coming into the studio.
Yeah.
We're
Glad to be here.
Yeah. Is your first time here?
This is actually my second time here.
I thought as much.
Yeah.
But is this your first time as a solo artist?
Yes, this is my first time as a solo artist.
Right.
Last time was a collaboration with Obi the Boy Scout.
Right. So. Yeah, I do remember that. That was a few years ago now, right?
That was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
Time is a flat circle, man. Anyway, we like kicking it off with a song. So what have you got for us?
Actually, I have an original song that I wrote not long ago. It's called Omalicha. It's from my upcoming EP that's gonna be out April 28th. So,
all right.
Yeah.
We'll take it away.
All right. Maybe I'd better go missing. Move all the way to Cairns like the movies. My friends would think they never really knew me. Instead, I listen to blues and think of you and everything that we've been through. Both your eyes so bright like the moon. Show me love, baby, like you do. Oh, my licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me. Show me love, baby, like you do. Oh, my licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me, girl. Show me love, baby, like you do. I don't wanna hold you back, but lately all I see is dollar signs. It don't gotta be like that. We don't gotta go too fast. Right foot off the gas, both hands off the wheel. Looking at you go, you feel so real, love. So real. Baby, I need it. One more hit, I'm fiending. Can't you tell I'm losing my mind? Girl, I need it. Cause baby, I need it. One more hit, I'm fiending. Can't you tell I'm losing my mind? Girl, I mean it. So, oh my licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me. Show me love, baby, like you do. Oh my licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me. Girl, show me love, baby, like you do.
I remember you were different. It wasn't you. Mood swings used to ghost me, and nothing new. But I'm a fighter, just wanna kick it with you. I can't lie, when you call, I answer you. Gotta admit, I'm in heaven with you, ain't no hell with you, angel. Name on a honey bun, then I eat it. Give you the pen to my credit card, push the limit. Got me acting random, girl, I can't believe it. So make you come my way. We go there, okay, every day. Nobody have to know, so now you I'm into. Your body and the looks, I'm into you. Come my way, we go there, okay, every day. Nobody have to know, so now you I'm into. Your body and the looks, I'm into you.
Licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me. Girl, show me love, baby, like you do. Oh my licha, come my way. Don't you do nobody like me. Show me love, baby, like you do.
All right, come my way there by Perri the Dad, feat Obi the Voice God. Yeah, as I live and breathe. You look different every single time you come in, I swear to God. It's the hair, isn't it? Yeah. Obi, nice to see you again. So you said that one's from your new EP coming out in April.
Yes.
What's the new EP called?
The new EP is called 19. This is the first time I'm actually announcing it. It is spelled 9 and then TEEN. So yeah.
All right. So why 19?
Well, because I'm gonna be 19, and also because it's sort of like the EP is a lot about being that age and like being young and in general, and just like, you know, what comes with that and all of that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not actually 19 just yet?
Not yet. It's kind of like a happy birthday present to myself. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, it's about being 19 as well. So I mean, you're seeing into the future here and what
Yeah,
the
it's
next
kind of
year's gonna
seeing
hold
into
for
the
you.
future and like looking back into the past and kind of like gauging those experiences and trying to put them into a song and like a couple of songs with an EP. So yeah,
Yeah. So how many singles or how many songs have you got
I
together
have
for this?
3 after this
So on the EP.
on
how
the
many?
EP. It's 3 songs on the EP.
Okay.
Yep.
Did it take a long time to kind of figure out which 3 you wanted to pick? Because this is your first
Yeah.
EP, right?
Yes, this is my first EP, and there were like a lot of songs to pick from. I've been like working with Obi, producing a couple of songs and writing and all that, and there was a lot, even one of which I'll be performing today, and it's just it all boiled down to how I feel about the EP and what I wanted to put out there as a message from me in the perspective of a 19-year-old, I guess. Or,
Right. And as your debut record as well, because
Yeah.
that's really important to be able to like really create something that's going to be so reflective of who you are and where you are at the moment.
Yes, and it's an Afrobeat hip hop EP,
Mm-hmm.
so it is definitely very like new or
Mm-hmm.
like different. I don't think there's nothing that I feel I feel like it's a whole new sound to me, and yeah, it's reflective of like where I come from and like my influences both with music like rap, hip hop, and like Afrobeats and all of that. So
Yeah. And so what was the process around picking these 3? Did you have all of your tracks in front of you? Was it very Sophie's choice? Was there any really hard decisions to make?
yeah, there were a lot of hard decisions because I started writing this EP like a while back, and it's had different names, it's had different versions, different cuts, different genres, and I guess what really made me like zero in on those 3 songs was the first of all like lyrically and like the message I'm trying to put out, and also what they meant to me especially this year that I am turning 19, and it's also probably gonna be my final year of college, and just thinking about that and like moving forward in life is like kind of helped me zero in on those songs, and once you listen to them you will really
Figure that part out. Yeah.
you really figure that part out.
All right. So it's coming out in April.
Yes, April 28th.
April 28th.
Yep.
So end of next month.
Yep.
Is it all recorded? Is it all set to go?
Yes.
Big pause.
I'm still
Yes.
I'm still working on getting it mastered and couple of a feature on there. So
Okay.
yeah.
So there's a few tiny tweaks left to do.
Yeah, very tiny tweaks, but a lot of the songs are done, written basically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How are you launching this? Have you got any kind of events you're gonna be performing at or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. Hopefully, I am trying to be performing at some events like around where I live and where I go to school in Castleton. Genesis, for instance, I don't know if you guys know about that. It's a event that goes on at Vermont State in Castleton, and also some local places too. And yeah,
All right.
that is the release strategy, and I am having a album EP release party too for it. So
Obviously, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Is that one just gonna be a house party, a bit more DIY?
yeah, it's a kind of like a house party performance, more intimate with like me and like I guess whoever supports the
Yeah.
movement. So yeah,
Close friends, supporters in general, fans,
exactly
that kind of thing. All right. Well, we'd love to hear another song. Is this
3 tonight, by the way.
There's only 3 tonight. Okay.
Yep.
In which case, I will hold off on that song, and we'll delve into the moniker that you've given yourself, or the persona, if you said, I think
Yeah.
in your bio, Perry the Dad. So where's this name come from? Are you a father?
No, I am not. I am
You're
not a father.
I was gonna say, 19's pretty young.
Yet.
I don't want to be, judgmental or anything, but
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not a father yet, and actually, it two influences for Perry the Dad. I would say, so part of it undeniably is Tyler the Creator, and I just really liked I love his music. Anyone that knows me knows I love Tyler the Creator, and I think the fact that he uses his name as like, he creates stuff and he makes music, and I feel like Perry, I was like, the what, what am I? I'm not the creator, and like, the dad means to me, it's all about being better. Because like, for instance, in Nigeria, if you said to someone like, oh, I'm your dad, it's more like I'm better than you. So it's like, and it's not to be like,
so it's a bit of a brag, really. Is
yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. It's like, it's not really to be like cocky, like I'm better than everyone else. It's more like I guess I'm better, like being better, and also the dad is like also like a father, and like trying to be like a somewhat of a safe space, or like I'm experiencing these things and I'm like sharing them, with people, which is part of the 19
Right.
initiative. So yeah.
You mentioned Nigeria. Have you got family in Nigeria?
Yes, I do have family in Nigeria, both in the States and in Nigeria.
Okay.
Currently. Yeah, it's kind of 50-50, something like that.
Do you ever go over there, or is it just sort of stuff that you've picked up from like family that is over here that kind of, is obviously Nigerian as well?
I'm most of my I mostly grew up there.
Okay.
And so it's like a lot of what I pick up is from like, I guess, culture in Nigeria, and like also from what I'd see like visiting, because I'd visit family here a lot, and like yeah, so it's a lot of a blend of those two.
Is this where the Afrobeats influence comes in from, or is that from your time in Vermont?
Afrobeats because I listen to Afrobeats, obviously, but making Afrobeats is like has been like a whole different thing for me. And tapping into that was, obviously due to like my influences and like where I'm from, and also like I think it is something that has been gaining a lot of momentum lately. And I've also been inspired by artists around me too, like Obi. Not a lot of Nigerian or African artists in Vermont, so it's like,
yeah, not really. Bit empty on that front. Yeah, so you guys are doing something very different, very new.
Yeah, trying to bring in a new, fresh vibe, and it's like Afrobeats is so broad, and it's like it's not just one thing, So yeah.
How does your kind of corner of the world, Castleton, which is even kind of more remote really than Burlington, and Burlington's pretty remote in comparison to most cities in the United States.
Yeah.
How has your local community kind of reacted to your music?
Well, I have received very, very positive reviews and feedback from people at Castleton, and it's nothing more than like support, and
Yeah.
Of course, it's like not like a large community that's like, necessarily like really tuning into that. But I feel like the Castleton community kind of like people I know tune into it because, it's like, oh, it's Perry. So
Right.
I do feel like a really strong sense of, like even though they don't listen to it, they would listen to it or try it out,
Right. Because
So-
you're like, this is actually good stuff. You should give this a go. This is funky.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you said that, Afrobeats is kind of a new thing for you to be trying out.
Yes.
How have you done this with other genres and kind of like it's not worked? Or is this the first time you've been like, actually, I'm going to try and change my sound a little bit, and it's kind of worked right off the bat?
Yeah, I feel like I've never really had a sound. It's really how I'm feeling at the moment or around the song I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's never just like, put on a indie beat or like a trap beat or like,
Right.
it's I try to really stem it from like how I feel and like what I want to make my listeners feel. So it changes. It changes. I do rap, I do R&Bs, I can do indie music, I can do rock music. It's like it really is just like how I'm feeling, and that's what I feel like being a musician is. It's like you gotta, spread out.
Yeah, you gotta, dip your toe in everything.
Yeah, about I have tried different sounds, and I feel obviously I do have my preferences, which is like safe spaces that I lean into and like but I've never made something that I genuinely thought was like bad or trash. So it's I guess that's good.
That's good. Yeah, that's fantastic. In fact.
Yeah, and it gets better. I feel everything gets better the more you do it. So it's not really about doing it once and like not getting it right. It's about like still doing it even though you don't feel like you get it right, because even though the music might not resonate with you, it might resonate with someone else. And I've had a lot of songs that I didn't like be liked by a lot of people I show it to. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see a future where you might be fronting like an indie band or a punk band, or are you kind of got your niche at the moment? Are you going to keep going with this?
I'm not really like a band guy.
No.
No, I'm not really like a band guy. I'm very like, if you see me, I'm very like to myself, very personal guy, and I feel like my music is also like really, really personal, and I don't see myself. I would play with a band, like I would play with a band, but I don't see myself like creatively, like basically, I guess creatively like with a band, and obviously collaborations and like all that is like I'm cool with that, but like Perri the Dad is like kind of like a singular thing.
Right. It's not something that you can lend to like two guitars and a keyboard and a drum set, that kind of thing.
And I feel like sometimes I don't even use those like instruments in my songs, so it's like I don't want to feel like I have a band but I'm not using it. So
so maybe on a collaboration basis, but nothing on a permanent basis.
Yeah, nothing on a permanent basis.
All right. Well, we would love to hear another song. Is this one from the new EP as well?
Yes, this one is actually the first song on the new EP. It is called I Feel Okay, and it is, as sad as it sounds, it's a very upbeat song, so I'm gonna stand for this one. All right.
Sorry. You have to start. There we go.
All right. It's liquid courage. All right. One more night, I got more fight in me. I'm thirsting, please just fill my cup. I need more beverage, liquid courage. Cause I'm way too young, I'm way too young for all this. Please just fill my cup. I need more beverage, liquid courage. Cause I'm way too young, I'm way too young for all this knowledge. Way too young, praying to Jesus, lift this burden off my chest. I need some. Way too young, I'm way too young for all this knowledge. Way too young, praying to Jesus, lift this burden off my chest. I need some thoughts running through my mind throughout the day. I need a way to feel okay. I see your face, I feel okay. How you make me feel this way, running through my mind throughout the day. I need a way to feel okay. I see your face, I feel okay. How you make me feel this way. No one, no one, no more. No one, no more. No one, no. Both my parents worried, they've been blowing up my phone. Told mom I'm working, I don't need no one to help me. I don't need no one. Cause I'm way too young, I'm way too young for all this knowledge. Way too young, praying to Jesus, lift this burden off my.
All right, Perry the Dad there with "I
Right.
Feel Okay." So yeah, let's explore that song a little bit.
Yeah.
So as you said, once we start listening to a few more of the tracks from 19, we'll kind of get it and what it's like to be a young guy in this kind of corner of the world. It sounds like you had a few things to say there.
Yeah. Well, this one was kind of like, well, from the start, it's like I feel okay, and it's mostly about not feeling okay, and I remember writing it from a place of like, a lot going on in my life, and my parents always like calling me and like, how's that, trying to resolve all that personal stuff, and it was, in some ways like it's also it was also like in some ways like stressing me out, and it's all about like coping with that and still moving forward, and like um you know um having someone or something that you can like turn to, or like go to, and it's just like fine. And then I had that person in my life, and it's like, yeah, I had many people in my life, and I feel like this song is just about that. It's about that person, like for me, that person that makes me feel okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can. Well, remember when I was 19 and my parents had called me all the bloody time, and I was running away as fast as I could from it.
Yeah.
So I completely understand on that front. But it is good to have those. I mean, your parents, but also special people in your life that do kind of bring you back to your center and kind of remind you of who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you kind of had a track about that person.
Yeah. It's also like shout out to my parents, because they were calling to like check up and like try to make everything in their own way.
Yeah. Parents. At least you have parents that that care, which is great. But
Yeah.
I can also understand that sometimes it feels a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit much, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot.
So I did a little bit more research before you came on. I did try and find you a little bit online. Not too much of a presence there yet, but I did find your single "Friends."
Yes. Friends was out last year in November. I think 10th or 11th or something like that. Yeah.
So it was a good song. I was very intrigued about the photo you shot for the single cover. That was really cool.
Yeah, I actually shot and edited that myself. It took like about 2 hours,
Wow.
and it was a lot of like repeated shots. It's shot on a Canon camera.
It's funny because my wife is a photographer,
Oh.
and for a living, that's it's a job.
It's just an EOS Rebel. I'm pretty sure like everyone probably has that too.
Well, no. What's the funny thing is, she's like, guys use Canon, and no, guys use Nikon, generally speaking, and women use Canon.
Canon, yeah.
She loves Canon. That's what she uses.
Yeah, I like Canon. It like I feel like I can. It's like multi-use. I use it taking pictures for like friends in shows, or like single pictures.
It's a great shot though. I love the Vermont Subaru in it as well.
Yeah. That's my car, and that's actually pictures actually in Fairhaven for those who are around that area.
Yeah, but it's also just a gorgeous shot. Yeah, right next to the lake. You got all the fall colors coming out. Yeah. What made you think this is what I want to create for this single?
So Friends is all about like finding peace in yourself, and the chorus goes like, find new friends, don't need new friends, like I need to change. And it's all about like being better, and with that attracting the right energy to yourself. And it's like you don't need people to like satisfy you, or to like you don't need people to live your life. You just need to be a better person, and like get better, and like focus on what's important to you. Obviously, like you should have people in your life, but you know, if you don't have that, you don't need like many friends, like, So it's all about that. It's all about, finding peace with yourself.
Yeah. How does the artwork for the single reflect the song itself?
Um, but it reflects it in the way that, like, I guess every one of those um persons in the artwork is me,
Yeah.
and they're sort of like my friends or like me or versions of me, and um and you can tell from the picture like they're all like doing different types of things, like one stumbling, someone's
Mhm.
standing on the car, or like leaning over. It's like different personas, and like but it's all around one car. They're all trying to get to the same place. They're all hanging out in the same, and it's all like it's you need, yeah, it's really all about just being yourself, and like
Yeah.
um different versions of that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Different versions of yourself. I'm curious because, as you said, this is like different personas, and you've mentioned persona before regarding your moniker Perry the Dad.
Yeah.
Have you? A couple of questions on this one. One, how long have you been developing this persona of Perry the Dad?
Oh, okay. So I've been interested in music since I was like maybe 5, 4, 3, and I've been playing music since I was like 7. So I say Perry the Dad kind of came in maybe at 13 years old. And
Oh wow! So you've had this persona for like six years now.
yeah, the idea came to me, but I never really like put it out because I was not putting out music, and
Mhm.
I was like, if I'm ever putting out music, I gotta be Perry the Dad, because I was like, the only thing I could think of is like one day I gotta like put out some music,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's kind of been, I guess, in the works for a couple years. So
Okay.
yeah.
And then the kind of follow-up question to that, is there other personas that you've been interested in developing? So you got this Perry the Dad persona. Is there a different version of yourself that you are thinking of will make music, or is it just kind of is it Perry the Dad at the moment? And that's sort of the main focus.
So the focus is that, like, for making Perry the Dad all that it can be and all that I can be, and it's like being broad with it and kind of touching different areas with that. And at some point I do want to like change that to like a Perry thing
Mhm.
when I'm much older.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, when I'm like, but definitely when I'm like an OG or something, and it's like a lot more like, and part of the reason I did choose Perry the Dad, because like you see Perry and it's just like a name, and you gotta have some sort of recognition to kind of like claim that as like, this is Perry, and like I'm the Perry, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I noticed on your Spotify page that it said at the bottom that I should come back when you have a Wikipedia page.
yeah. Yeah, that is the short-term plan. To get a Wikipedia page, I it's more about challenging myself too, and kind of knowing where I want to get and breaking through that. And yeah, it's
Would you be getting your Wikipedia page through the music that you create, or if you got other things in mind as well?
I want to, like, I don't see myself as just a musician. I see myself as an artist, and I think as an artist I have a creative personality, and it's more than just music. It's like lifestyle. It's the way I dress, the way I talk, the way I look, and the way I smell. It's like it's personality, and I think what I want the Wikipedia page for is not just Perry the Dad, this guy, this rapper, whatever that makes music, but like, Perry the Dad, and I have like much more under that, and like, and I use my platform for like a good thing, and yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, based on the pictures that I've seen you taken, especially the bio as well, by the way, that you had tonight on our page, dressed very well. I could see fashion or
appreciate
design
that.
work kind of being in your future. Obviously, you got the photography part as well. So,
Yeah.
are these things that you're constantly exploring and developing as well, along with your rapping?
Yes. And I try to put that into, I guess, my music and like the aesthetic I put out with that too. And yeah, I try to build a little, I guess.
I need to know where you got that shirt from in the biopic, but I do not think I could wear it nearly as well as you do, so it might
It's
be
actually
pointless.
thrifted too.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a place called Camille's Experience Clothing. It's really great. I think I got this shirt too there. It's just a plain white shirt, but
Sometimes you just need a plain white shirt, though.
yeah, it's good. It's
It's like this is a plain black jumper, but I wear it all the time, also thrifted.
yeah, plain shirts are like good canvases to like
Right.
put layers on and like clothes on, and yeah.
Where's this thrift store? Because I'm...
Oh, this isn't Rutland. This isn't
Okay,
Rutland.
so I'll have to drive to Rutland for this one, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's trust me, it is
Worth
worth it. He did get a shirt there too that he performed with. So
All right.
um,
I might be down in Rutland quite a lot this summer, actually, so maybe I'll go check that one out.
yeah, you
Um,
should. It's
not-
nice. It's nice.
Not enough thrift stores for guys in Burlington in general.
Yeah. In Vermont in general, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is. I went into this store and it was just like, it's like a unisex thrift store, but they only had stuff for kids. That were
Great.
yeah, so it's like
Fantastic when you're 6 foot tall, you know?
yeah. It's also hard to find like clothes when you're like 6'3" and like
Yeah.
skinny. So it's like
Yeah, a few options, especially in the thrift stores.
yeah.
Well, you do seem to do pretty well regardless, so congrats on that one.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Are you doing anything else with your photography? Is that something that you've been exploring?
Oh yes, I am. I'm taking a photography class right now. I'm trying to get better at it. I am mostly taking like performance pictures, pictures for my friends. It's right now it's like at like base level or whatever it is, and I try to, use it for like content or like my posts and whatnot. I do want it to become more than it is, but I would say right now it's just like I guess baseline. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely worth exploring. As I said, my wife Annie is a photographer, and there is some money in that if you really drill down into it, and if you're good at it. Let's get back to your art, why you're here tonight, which is obviously your music. What is the future of Perri Dad at the moment? So you've got the EP coming out in April. That's called 19, or coming out April 28th.
Yep.
What's going on for like the rest of the year? What do you see yourself doing?
Actually, so this EP was co-produced by Obi the Voice God, and I'm also getting other producers on it. But I'm releasing another EP later this year.
Wow, back to back.
Yeah. So, but that one's gonna be solely produced by me.
Okay.
Actually, that was where some of the cuts for the songs on this EP came in. Was because I wanted to produce them myself, and like this next song is actually one that I mastered, produced, and wrote all by myself. So
Okay.
and it's out next week actually.
So the last song you'll be singing tonight, not from your new EP.
Not from my new EP. It's
be-
one of the cuts actually.
It will be from the EP that'll be coming out in the.
It
in
will
the
be
fall.
yes. It will be on the EP that's coming out.
Do you have a name for that EP yet?
I do not have a name for that
Okay.
EP. And it's not going to be like a 19 part 2
I
type
said
of
19
EP.
and a half.
It's not going to be one of those. It's going to be a whole different.
Get one more EP out after that, and you basically got an album already. So have we got actually a full album? In the
Actually,
distance?
album. I am working towards an album for 2025. Yeah. I want to. I'm very big on like releasing like projects and kind of having a whole like little universe created around that, and I've always been like amazed by the idea of that. So that is the plan. For 2025, I am working on one. So
All right. Well, we'd love to have you back in when that album's all ready. That would be great.
that'll be wonderful.
Well, we'd love to hear the last song you've got. This last one, Big Every World exclusive. It's coming up in your EP. It's not even released yet.
Yes. This one is called All I Need Is You, and it's coming out next week for those that were tuned in to my Instagram. You saw. So. Right. I never wanna read the signs. I never wanna make you cry. Had to fly just to feel your high. Fall for you like 1,000 times. Can tell you if I'm dreaming. Don't you pass me more sativa, baby. You're the one who got me going lately. Me and Shawty living life, don't wanna party, smoking. Don't need Bacardi. All I need is you. Me and Shawty living life, don't wanna party, smoking. Don't need Bacardi. All I need is you. Yeah, I love you, girl, I need you. Yeah, I love you, girl, I need you. Love so ill, like stomach and disease. Best so soft, never wanna leave. Shit so good, I don't even wanna. I know you wanna love me in the shows. You pull up to the shows and I know neon signs, your eyes are closed. I love you, girl, it's true. Baby, all I need is you. Me and Shawty living life, don't wanna party, smoking. Don't need Bacardi. All I need is you. Feeling like a fiend, yeah, I love you, girl, I need you. Diamond on the ring, yeah, you got me on my knees, girl. Feeling like a fiend, yeah, I love you, girl, I need you. Diamond on the ring, yeah, you got me on my knees, girl.
All right, Perri, the dad, playing us out with All I Need Is You. Perri, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. Best of luck when the EP comes out at the end of April.
Appreciate that.
Before I let you go, do you want to tell us where we can find you?
You can find me on everywhere. It's all Perri the Dad because I found it first, and yeah, it's all Perri the Dad. Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Please go follow my TikTok because I make TikToks now. And thank you to everyone that tuned in, either from Instagram or anywhere. And yeah, more to come.
We really appreciate it. All right. Well, that's all we've got time for tonight. Tune in about 2 weeks' time when we're going to have Dylan Murray in the studio. And I'm looking at Bob to see if I'm correct on that one.
I do believe so.
Excellent. So we're off next week. But yes, please tune in then. This has been WOM LP operating out of Burlington, Vermont, 105.9 The Radiator. It's been The Rocket Shop. I've been your host, Tom Proctor, and good night. Woo. Nice. Solid.